Here's a list of 16 high-paying jobs without a degree. The lowest paid job on the list starts out at $30.20 an hour, while the highest job on the list starts out at over $60 an hour. Let's start out with the lowest paying job, and then we can work our way up to the highest paying job. Number 1, Respiratory Therapist. A respiratory therapist cares for individuals with breathing illnesses or conditions. They also operate and monitor equipment intended to help individuals with breathing problems. Alright, the example that I have here is someone with asthma is someone who most likely will have an interaction with a respiratory therapist. Luckily, I have never had one and hopefully never will have to deal with one. The starting salary for this position is $30.20 an hour. Number 2, crane operator. Working as a crane or tower operator is a fantastic trade if you want to work in an outdoor setting with minimal physical labor. Crane operators are responsible for lifting and moving materials around a construction site as safely and efficiently as possible. Starting pay for this, $30.77 an hour. And if you thought that last job paid a lot, then just wait. I'm gonna show you some jobs that are coming up later in the video that pay well over $40 an hour, and you don't wanna miss that. Number 3, building inspector. The construction and building inspector trade is a very stable profession. Inspectors assess the structural soundness of a building and ensure it meets all necessary building codes and regulations. Yeah, don't have much of a construction background, but sounds like if you enjoy that field, then this would be a good job for you, especially if you enjoy maybe being a little more independent on the job site. Starting salary for this, $31.96 an hour. Number 4, aircraft mechanic. If working on and around planes excites you, you will fit right in as an aircraft mechanic or service technician. In this trade, you can service and repair all of your favorite aircraft. Yeah, it sounds like a good introduction to this job would maybe be the military. Maybe if you join the Air Force or the Navy, this is a common job there. So this would be a really good way to transition to this career field as a civilian. Starting pay for this job, $33.19 an hour. Number 5, computer network support specialist. If you prefer to work indoors and have an interest in technology, consider the computer network support specialist trade. These IT support specialists have a knack for troubleshooting and fixing all kinds of network issues. And this career field also provides technical assistance to computer users. Starting salary for this position, $34.16 an hour. Number 6, lineman. Also called lineman, electrical power line installer, and repairer, are subsets of the electrician trade that install and repair power line cables and distribution systems. So if you ever watch CNBC Make It videos, they actually did an interview with a lineman and how much he makes on an annual basis. This is definitely a 6-figure salary after you include all the overtime that you work. Starting pay for this position, $35.78 an hour. Number 7, magnetic resonance imaging technician, also known as the MRI Technician. In addition to preparing patients for imaging procedures, an MRI technician also prepares and maintains a specialized MRI equipment. So these are the giant tubes that you go into. The MRI technician helps physicians diagnose medical problems. So I've actually been in one of these when I was a teenager. If you are claustrophobic, it is very scary to go into one of these machines. But it looks like this career field pays pretty well. Starting salary, $35.91 an hour. Number 8, medical sonographer. A diagnostic medical sonographer assists physicians by producing ultrasound images in hospital settings. Diagnostic medical sonographers use high-frequency sounds to produce images of the inside of the body. Starting pay for this career is $37.40 an hour. Number 9, Dental hygienist. A dental hygienist assists dentists by performing routine patient cleanings. So this should be a pretty obvious one. If you are maintaining the health of your mouth, then you probably get your dental cleanings every 6 months. These are the people who clean your teeth and they make you feel guilty about not flossing every day. Starting salary is $37.53 an hour. Number 10, elevator repairer. Elevator and escalator installer and repairer take care of both freight and passenger elevators and escalators. This is an interesting job that will continue to be in high demand, especially as population growth creates more infrastructure projects. Yeah, this sounds like a pretty cool job, basically getting paid to go inspect elevators and fix them when they break. Starting pay for this job is $41.44 an hour. Number 11, detective. Many detectives and criminal investigators start off as police officers. This trade is suited for individuals with a desire to work with criminal justice while exercising critical thinking to conduct investigations that abide by federal and state laws. Yeah, my only experience with a detective, I used to work in a restaurant and one night someone broke in and stole money out of the cash register. So the detective came the next day and was basically responsible for checking all the different cameras. Starting pay for this job, $42.93 an hour. Number 12, computer programmer. Computer programmers write code scripts and tests to complete specialized software and web tasks. This job may be good for individuals that enjoy activities that involve math and precision. So while a bachelor's degree from college may be helpful, nowadays there's a lot of coding boot camps that you can take to learn these same skills without actually having to pay money to go to college. Starting pay for this job, $45.98 an hour. Number 13, makeup artist. Another commonly overlooked trade is makeup artistry. Makeup artists can work in commercial, private, and entertainment settings. So when I think of a makeup artist, I think of weddings, maybe something to do with Halloween, with face paint, any type of private event you can hire a makeup artist for. Starting pay for this job, $48.07 an hour. Number 14, software developer. Working and testing web and software applications may be for you if you can explore, design, and rework technical problems. So these are the people that create the computer applications that allow users to do specific tasks and the underlying systems that run the devices or control networks. The pay for this job is $52.86 an hour. Number 15, software engineering developer. Software engineering developer and software quality test engineer are responsible for architecting and refining software solutions. This sounds a lot like the previous job. Basically, the engineers are the creators of the architecture that power computer applications, and the developers are the individuals who use that architecture to carry out the programming tasks. Starting pay for this job, $54.94 an hour. Number 16, air traffic controller. Air traffic controllers have an aptitude for analyzing code and a fine-tuned attention to detail. They regulate aircraft movement in and around airports to ensure all aircrafts take off and land safely. So my brother actually works in this career field, so I've had the opportunity to go up in the tower at the airport and see how all the operations work. It's a pretty cool experience. The pay for this job is $61.21 an hour. So those are 16 high-paying jobs without a degree. Be sure to check out the next video on the screen. I'll see you next time.